of all the jobs I researched, three of them stood out to me as being the top three that I would be interested in. And they were in no particular order: a social worker, a behavior therapist, as well as a child care counselor. Now, I chose these three because they all deal with children, and that's kind of where I want to go with my career. I don't necessarily want to be a teacher, but I want to be like, I want to counsel children. So my least least favorite, I would say, well, my number three choice was the behavior therapist. And this job, there's no experience needed, which I feel as though that would be good coming out of coming fresh out of college, graduating, because oftentimes we're not always able to get that experience in a specific field. But so that's good. Sorry, okay. A high school diploma is the minimum education for the behavior therapist from the site I seen, but I don't. That doesn't sound right to me because it feels like you should have to go learn different things about children and how they interact with one another, or just how they interact by themselves. And you also have to go through the proper training. So I guess eventually you could be qualified, but I still think that a degree should be required to be a behavior therapist. The starting pay, it's based hourly and it's not based on a salary range. It's $12 an hour, which I don't believe that's not too bad as a starting, like an entry level job, like something you're just starting off for. But which is why it was number three, because it can be better. The job is located in Oak Park, Illinois. Now, my second choice, well, my number two pick, is a child care counselor. I always said that I wanted to work in, I said it with children, where I'm trying to mentor them, that's my main goal, is to mentor children to down the right path. And at least 1 year of experience is required in order to obtain this position. And again, you must have a high school diploma. And I didn't read anywhere where it said anything about a degree as well, which, while these two weren't my top choices because they don't require a degree, so I feel as though if I were to take these jobs, then I would just be wasting my tuition on settling. And I could not find a salary or pay rate for this position, which I do believe, since it's only high school diploma required, it's an hourly based job. And this is located in Katy, Texas. And again, I said that I always wanted to, help mentor, guide children, which is why I chose this position as well. And my top choice was, let me find it, a school social worker. Now, this is because when I say school social worker, that's the setting I want to be in. More so high school rather than more middle school or high school rather than the younger children, because more than likely you won't do too much if you were a social worker in a high, well, I wouldn't say you wouldn't do too much, because you never know. Children go through different things all the time, but I just wanted to do that one. 2 to 3 years of experience is required So working in a school setting or volunteering at a school setting while you're in high school could help qualify you for this position once you graduate. However, the only thing about this position is that it you need a master's degree. And I know we're supposed to be looking for things for like when we get out of college, but I know that I'm going to pursue my master's degree, so I included this one. Um, the salary range is $45 to $65. Well, my bad. The pay range is $45 to $65 an hour. And I feel as though that is a nice compensation for someone dealing with as much that they would have to deal with. And this job is located in Golden, Colorado. And again, that was my top choice because I want to work in a school setting with children and mentoring them. Thank you.